Hey guys, I hope you guys are safe at home in quarantine, but don't forget to subscribe here at Fino Boxing and follow my personal one at Adriana_sports. And guess what? We're gonna knock out this coronavirus. Bop, bop, bop.
Great to hear. Congratulations once again on
Thank you.
on, on your marriage.
Thank you.
Um, when you look at your near future in boxing terms, do you see yourself contending for a title at some point at the 154 division, or what weight class are you looking at?
So I've been fighting my fights at 156, which has been right in between, just because my management feels like why cut all the way down. I really don't know if I'm still growing. I'm only 19. I'm 20 now, but still growing into my full man body. So why cut the weight every time when I don't know if I'm going to be contending for a title at 160 or 154? So if I had to say, I'd probably say 154 is going to be where I make my first title run and start to become a contender and things like that, and start to actually cut down to the full 154 pound weight class. And that's probably going to be happening in the next 2 years. So I'm 20 right now. I think by the end of this kind of this last fight shouldn't stall us out. Getting canceled shouldn't stall us out too much, but we're right on schedule to be probably contending for a title, being in that contention by the end of my 21st year, if not, sometime in my 22nd year. That's been my goal since the beginning. I've always said that. And I think, actually, my dog's not gone. He's right here. But so I think that by my 22nd year, I'll definitely be fighting for a title. That's my goal. So I don't want to rush things. I want to make sure that we're doing things with good timing. But at the same time, I think that if I look at how my career is progressing, I think that by the time I'm 22, where my career is at, I think I'll be ready.
Nice. So now, obviously, with that, at that point, you would have several more fights under your belt.
Yeah.
And with the craziness that's been going on in the 154 division, who knows, honestly,
Yes.
who will be having the belts. We obviously be fighting with PBC. You saw the full circle and all this with Jason Rosario taking the belts
Yeah.
from J Rock and Jerry
Yeah.
Hurt. Well, now obviously Rosario has the titles. You also have Charlo in there, taking it back from Harrison, and you also have Teixeira from Golden Boy Promotions. We don't know if you'll ever have a chance to be able to fight with them, but how do you see the 154 division in regards to the champions? How do you see that landscape?
Personally, I still think that Julian Williams is the best in the division. To be honest, if I had to say myself, I think that even though he lost that fight, I think that he wasn't at his best that night. I just believe that, and I, know some people in his camp, and I feel like he would. I don't think he would ever make the excuse. I just think that he wasn't at his best. I think there were some things up, and I think that he's a better fighter than Jason Rosario, and I think he would have won that fight on any other night. And I think that he had to handle. He got a surgery, I think, and that's why he didn't take the rematch. But I would have liked to seen that rematch because I think he would have gotten it done. And I think him and Charlo are the best in the division. With Harrison right there behind, he was up on my scorecard when he fought Charlo before he got knocked out. So that is an incredible fight. You could even argue for them to have a third fight, just because even though the first fight was controversial, the second fight was so closely contested, and Harrison, in a lot of people's eyes, was up on the scorecards if he would have finished the fight. So that could even have a third fight to figure that out. And personally, like what you said, it's hard for me to say, where the division will be when I get there. For all I know, all the welterweights of today will be, or not all of them, but a few welterweights of today might be up and be the junior middleweights of tomorrow, because once Charlo and him unify, if another 2 years goes by before I get to the title, or a year, even a year and a half goes by, a lot happens in that period of time. And once somebody unifies the division, it's only one thing to do is move up, So some of the same guys might be there, and some of them might not be anywhere near, might be at 160, and there might be a whole new crop of dudes at 154 by then. But as of right now, it's a really interesting division. You got Harrison, Lara's still there. You got Julian Williams and Rosario, and it's really just probably one of the most exciting divisions in the sport right now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe here to Fino Boxing and follow us at all our social media platforms at Fino Boxing, and my personal one is at Adriana_sports. Enjoy.